You ready? Are you ready for the word? The word of... The word of the day is divine choreography. I see you running out of damn thing funny, honey. I see you running out of damn thing funny, not a damn thing funny, not a damn thing funny, honey. See, can I get the keys to the Jeep? I might get my freedom cause they said that I'm a freak. B-double-O-T-C, I'm talented, Joyce, growing taller than Gal. Heard of divine timing. It's a commercialized term from the spiritual community that insinuates that everything happens when it is supposed to happen. This is a belief system that I do subscribe to. That deals with time. Divine choreography deals with space. Okay. I got off the phone with a client, a new client, by the way. Her name is Dominique. Love her. Love her. And she told me this story. She said she was on her dad's deathbed. She was laying in the bed with her father and he was passing. And she asked him, send me somebody that can romantically replace you. The next day, she meets an individual that checked all of her boxes. The reason why she came to me was for confirmation that her father sent that individual for her. This individual owns a restaurant. Her son is a professional chef. Now they're working together. And there were a lot of nuances like that that made me suggest this word for the general public. Yes, everything happens when it's supposed to happen, but when you look back at your life, can you identify specific spaces that you've occupied that you had to get to where you are today? The answer to the question for me is a resounding yes. Story a lot. I was in Los Angeles, broke as hell, tried to be a psychic on the radio, which started my psychic career in 2014 from the cruise show on Power 106 in Los Angeles, California. I raised my hands up to God because I couldn't pay my rent that was more expensive than my mortgage is right now out there. Had to come home. 2 months later, I start this business using every single skill from every job I had in LA. I had to be at those positions from TMZ, passing out flyers. I learned how to guerrilla market myself. This vaporizing distribution company, I use their spreadsheet, the same spreadsheet, Flav, for booking my clientele today. Every place. Go back further. College. I wanted to get up out of there. My freshman year of college, I stayed at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro in the Philip Hawkins dormitory. I hated it. I hated living with a nigga that smelled like Bunky Hennessy. Okay? I wasn't doing good in school because I was being too social and I was waiting for my mama so I could just, somebody rockin', whenever the hell I wanted to. So I was really distracted my first year of college. I was like, Mom, get me the fuck up out of here. Like, why am I here? I use my college education every single day, even if it's down to the diction and vocabulary that Divine choreography. If this philosophy, if you can identify this philosophy, past tense from what you've been through, you have to understand everything that we are bearing witness to in the nation, everything that you are bearing witness to in your individualistic lives is divine. You are right where you're supposed to be. Well, Bootz, it don't feel like I am. I'm so uncomfortable. Then you need to ask God for signs to show you that you're right where you're supposed to be, even if you feel uncomfortable. See, some of y'all feel uncomfortable because you do not subscribe to the concept of divine choreography, because that takes a level of faith that you haven't gotten to yet. So ask God for something, a display or a sign or symbol that can accentuate your faith so that you will subscribe to that. You only get subscribed to that philosophy when you can look back and say, I know exactly why I went through what I went through. Okay? So to amplify that faith, if you can't look back and say that right now, little things. Expect God for little things. Something as simple as consecutive numbers letting you know, oh. Seriously. And that's why I can't say I walk in fear. Now, I have an innate fear of my mother not being here any longer, but I have divine choreographed faith in knowing that this experience could have prepared me for that day. See, when you have that, right, whatever comes next or whatever you endure, well, we all know that time waits for no man, so it's not going to be forever anyway. Everything on this plane is temporary, right? But when you have that, you know that what you're enduring is also purposeful. You know what I'm saying? And it helps to know that. And if you need somebody to assist you in the confirmation of that, book a fucking appointment. I'm telling you, I will get you there. I will get you there. I will get you there. And I also want to talk about expectations too, but I was going to save that, but I feel like it coincides with this word. See, a lot of you guys are uncomfortable where you are because of lack of divine choreography belief, but also you've adjusted your expectations. If you adjust your expectations from the universe, the algorithm of the universe governing your life will adjust your life to achieve what it is that you now expect from the universe. How can you get there if you don't have faith? See, you want to be motherfucking Beyonce, right? But you holding on to Latavia. You trying to figure out why you done lost that job, why that man broke up with you, why you not making money the way you thought you was gonna make money. Somewhere in your consciousness, you turned the dial. Right? So the frequency in which you vibrate has to match where it is that you're going. Without faith in divine choreography as well as divine timing, it's going to be harder to get there. Not saying you ain't going to get there, but it's going to be obstacle after you not acknowledging God in the situation, and you're going to feel like you're fighting against the grain. Don't fight against the grain, girl. Don't. Adjust your expectations to bigger, right? Because big dick is what we like. I mean, because in 2025, we will ride bigger. Right? Trust God for divine choreography. You are where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. And trust God for timing, divine timing. They go hand in hand. It's like eternity and infinity, space and time. And hopefully, this gets you to shine. That was a terrible rhyme at the end. Hopefully, you'll be all right.